Now, mixed messages from the Middle East conflict just keep coming, with President Trump saying today that Iran had been presented with a 15-point peace plan, despite Tehran insisting that the president is, quote, negotiating with himself. Our Washington correspondent, Simon Marks, is here to give us all the latest. Simon, great to have you on the show. This is kind of embarrassing for President Trump, I would have thought. I've just been looking at what the military command in Tehran is saying about this so-called peace plan. I'm just going to read it out and then pass to you. They say, our first and last word has always been, is, and will be this. Someone like us will never come to terms with someone like you. Not now, not ever. Doesn't sound like a yes to me.
No, I think it's definitely a no at this point, Andrew. And that messaging from the spokesperson for the Iranian military today very much indicated, I think, that Tehran is trying to seize the narrative and reveal to the rest of the world what we can all see here on a daily basis in Washington, that there are constantly shifting sands and inherent contradictions in many of the things that the administration has been saying. Yesterday, President Trump insisted that Iran was desperate to make a deal. There is no sign of that desperation today as the Iranians reject a 15-point plan that itself raised questions about the president's credibility because the US was saying to the Iranians they had to destroy completely 3 of their nuclear sites that only last July President Trump was telling the world he had completely obliterated and destroyed in Operation Midnight Hammer. At the White House a short while ago, fresh threats to Iran being voiced by White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt.
President Trump does not bluff, and he is prepared to unleash hell. Iran should not miscalculate again. Their last miscalculation cost them their senior leadership, their Navy, their Air Force, and their air defense system. Any violence beyond this point will be because the Iranian regime refused to understand they have already been defeated and refused to come to a deal.
And it should be underscored, Andrew, that while she was speaking, fresh military resources were being speeded to the region by the Trump administration. 4,000 Marines at least on their way, 1,000 members of the 82nd Airborne, paratroopers, the kind of people you'd need if you were going to launch a ground offensive in Iran. So all sorts of very opaque signals coming today about where this might be heading.
All the words are about peace, all the actions are going in the other way entirely. Simon Marks, thank you very, very much for joining us tonight.